Hello, Fighters Only Television. I'm John Joel Regan. I'm here in Liverpool, England, and we're backstage at OMAC 13, where Stefan Struve is cornering one of his friends and teammates. Stefan, thanks for joining us. Start with the win over Dave Herman. You're coming off an impressive win over Dave Herman, the second round finish. Tell us a little bit about the fight and how you felt going into it and how you felt coming out of it.
I felt really good. The only thing that was not perfect about fight week was that I had a little bit of a jet lag, and it was probably the first time I had it going into the States. And I slept about 4 or 5 hours every night, so the first round was a little bit of a slow start. But you know, when I got it going in the second round, then I really felt like he had no chance in there with me. So.
Is that the first time you've suffered with jet lag at all? Because I know that like you've had a long career for a young guy, a lot of fights, and you've fought in like Siberia, Ukraine, all around the world. Is that the first time you've ever suffered with anything like that?
Yeah, probably. This is the first time I slept like 4 or 5 hours every night. Normally I slept like 9 or 10 hours a night, no problem, you know. So, but I don't know what happened, but you know, it probably won't be a problem for the future. So.
And of course the wins put you on a 2-fight winning streak now, and you're 4-1 in your last 5. So you must be feeling pretty good about how things are going, all in all.
Yeah, for sure. And that one loss 2 fights ago against Stefan Browne, in my opinion, I still think that I should have won that fight. You know, I just got caught because I threw a knee that I shouldn't have thrown, you know, at that moment. And the loss before that against Roy Nelson, yeah, Roy's a great fighter, but I think I should have won that fight too. And you know, the one loss I you know, against Junior Dos Santos, that was, you know, it can happen, but I could have done way better in that fight. And I'm not saying that I could have won that fight back then, because I think Junior was a little bit too much. But you know, those 2 losses, I would love to avenge those in the future. But for the rest, I'm really happy with how everything is going.
Okay, well, I've got 3 questions coming off that. The first, I'm glad that you brought the knee thing up, because I wrote an article a while ago and I said, and I suppose it's only fair that you get a chance to respond, I think sometimes you go for this long knee from the outside, and I think sometimes it's getting you killed because your hand comes down, and you know, is that something you've addressed or redressed, maybe stopped using?
Yeah, we try to get that completely out of my system, because it's just stupid going in there. Look, sometimes my you know, in a fight I get a little crazy, and this is when I can act and brawl and whatever not. But you know, like you saw in my last fight, if I keep using my reach and just you know, walk a guy down and use the cage to my advantage and use my striking the way I should be, you know, I have no problem whatsoever with most of the heavyweights. So you know, those stupid knees and stuff, yeah, I need to get those out of my system, and we're working hard on that option. So.
I wouldn't say it's like to me it's not a stupid knee. It's just if it's set up nice, like you see Overeem against Lesnar. Yeah. If there's a nice setup, it lands. It's a great shot. But sometimes from the outside, it's just that kind of risky a little bit.
Yeah, there was. You know, I saw Travis coming in. I thought he would throw an overhand right, because he was throwing overhand rights the entire fight. I had my hand up here to block the overhand right, and he came through the middle and lights out, you know. But you know, it happens. So I learned from it, and I came back stronger, and you know, it won't happen again. That's for sure.
Well, back to the loss to Santos, which was UFC 95 in London, yeah. And I think was his second fight in the UFC, or was it his first? His second. That's right. Yeah, that was his second fight. But I guess still a very new guy. Obviously, we've seen how Dos Santos has turned out. If you knew then what you know now about him, I guess you would have taken the fight kind of differently.
Yeah, for sure. Nobody really knew much about him back then, you know, but he's just super talented, and his hands are really fast for a heavyweight, and this is, in my opinion, is his main weapon, you know, his speed and in his boxing. And you know, everything that comes with your UFC debut, the media, the fans, and when you're finally in there, the octagon jitters, you know, it really caught up with me. And you know, I just basically I jammed, didn't know what to do, and fight went over in like with under a minute. So, but.
What was the biggest part of that? Was it like the media attention through the week, or was it when you actually walk out in a huge arena and everyone goes nuts?
Not really walking out, just being in the octagon and then thinking, okay, we're finally here. Now it needs to happen, you know. Because you guys see me fight here against Mario Neto, Robinson, and Black Latch and whatever not, and everything went fine and smooth and like it always goes. And I just forgot everything I knew about fighting, and I was just like, oh, okay, you know. So it was weird, man, but it happens to a lot of guys. So.
Well, but now things are going well. Things are on the upturn. Another thing you were doing was addressing some of your weight issues. You wanted to put some weight and some muscle on, and that seems to be going okay. You're heavier and stronger now.
Yeah, when we flew to Omaha for my last fight, when we left Holland, I was 265, and I lost about 6 or 7 pounds during the week. You know, the food is different and everything, but I'm getting bigger and stronger, and I definitely feel that. And you saw that with the uppercut I landed. You know, it's when I land a clean shot now. You know, I don't think there's a lot of guys that will, you know, still be standing. So.
Okay, so last question, let's talk about your next fights and going forward then. You've said you'd like Browne rematch, the Santos rematch. Obviously the Santos is the champion right now. What's next on the radar for you?
I don't know, and you know those losses, you know, that's the thing for the future. There's no rush with that, and we'll see what the UFC throws in my path now. I'm on a 2-5 win streak, and I want to keep that win streak going, and we'll see from there. So.
Actually, sorry, the very last question I forgot to ask you. Your fellow countryman Alistair Overeem will be challenging Santos for the heavyweight title. What do you think about that fight?
I think it's going to be really exciting to the best heavyweight strikers in the world, and I really hope that Alistair does well and takes that belt home to Holland, because that will be a huge boost for MMA in Holland. So, but it's going to be a close fight, that's for sure.
Okay, great, Stefan. Thanks for talking. Any shout-outs or anything you'd like to give sponsors before we go?
I want to thank all the fans for all the positive reactions after the fight, and I want to thank the sponsors and everything for you know, for my gear for the last fight, and just can't wait for the next one. We'll be fireworks again.